In the Western Vaishnavas and the Hindu community, because Hindu community almost automatically represent the ideals of the newly acquired faith of the Westerners who came under the influence of Srila Prabhupada and of other Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And then we meet over the years with those well-established citizens who actually have just as much faith and enthusiasm for their Vedic culture as we have, even though they didn't join as young people into an ashram, maybe like we did. So our exchange, our cooperation has been very interesting over the years. And in some countries we can see that the Hindu community practically are, most of them who are coming to the temple, and there's other places there are not so many of the community. So from your point of view, what your advice, what's your feeling, share it with us, please.
One thing I want to say, he is also born in the Brajmanda.
Brajmanda, Brishpasi ki jai.
Om Shri Gurupe Namo. I am very thankful for your invitation, and as the Guruji told, I have to tell something about Hindu and Vaishnava, but still not me. Many Hindu temples members, they are still not clear in the meaning what is Vaishnava and what is Hindu. Hindu is because he is Vaishnava, or Vaishnava is because he is Hindu. This is very difficult to clear, because if I ask anyone who belongs particularly in Western, are you Hindu? Say, no, I am Vaishnava. But it is really very difficult to find out. And on the other side, it's very easy to understand what Hindu is. Hindu religion belongs actually, we all are coming from the Master of Universe, that is the Krishna. And who worship Krishna, who believes in Krishna, he can say he is Vaishnava or Hindu is the same thing. But Vaishnava is very difficult to define in Europe, because when I come first time here, I have heard this word Vaishnava. I thought they are Hindus. No, I am Vaishnava. And still in many Hindu members of the Hindu society, they are not still clear. And I will request to so many intelligent gurus are presenting here, whether they can define it better. But in my opinion, who worship Krishna, he can say I am Vaishnava and I am Hindu. But it is not necessary, because many times if you ask the person, from where are you coming, this is very difficult to say, okay, I am coming from Delhi. He will never say that I am coming from India. Or he will say I am coming from Punjab, or I am coming from Bali. But the main root should never be forgotten. As in Gita, the Krishna has told, this world is a tree, if you see, just versa versa. The roots of the tree, it is upwards, that is the Brahm, and the part of the tree, it is divided in many parts of the tree, and it is still our big problem to convince them that we all children from one father. And this is the world's biggest problem history. The Mohammedans, they say they are the better and biggest religious people. We say Hindu and so many others also. But we should not forget that we are children from the same father. Just like sun, if you say in your language, you will say it is sun, we say Surya, and Germans say Sonne, but the meaning is the same. You say I am Vaishnava, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, or I belong to Buddhism, but the meaning is the same. And this is the way and this is the aim of our life, to convince them that we are all same. This is not only me. The Prabhupada has also tried to convince the people we are all same. We have one God, we have one Father. And we are very thankful to Prabhupada, who brought the knowledge of Gita to Western and to Americans. At present, my job is also to convince and to collect and to show them the right way of God. It is different how. Where you born, you please remain there. You don't change your religion if you believe in a God in that way. Please worship your God, because God is one. And you start fighting against or on the base of the religion, because I am Hindu, I can't sit with a Muslim. It is not actually the Father's preaching. Our Father always told, you all are my children, and please live together. And we have one very good story in our school time. There was a father who has 7 sons, and he asked every son and given one stick to break it. Every son has easily broken his stick. And then 7 sticks he just binding them together and asked every son, can you break it now? It was very difficult to break it, 7 sticks in one chance. And that is the actually preaching of our God and our Father. If we are together, then we can get our goal, we can actually do for something. As Sadhuji Maharaj told, Vaishnava is the person who can feel the pain of others. And behind all that, I will humbly request all present religious people here, or any group of other, whether he belongs to Radhe Krishna or some Vaishnava or some Narayan Swami. Actually, we can do something for world when we all together is. And again I will request, please be one, worship our God. With name what you like. It should not be Radha or Krishna or Ram or some Allah. Yes, just present, we have to aim to become together. And I think not today, it will work out sometimes. So I request you again, please don't change your religion, the God is same, but feel pains from others. And this is the Vaishnava. Hare Krishna.
It went on my mind since many times when I'm very often on the internet. I became kind of an internet devotee. So I go through every possible site. I'm visiting every site. And that means that I come through the letters or articles and we are talking about high issues, about being all together, respecting together, and so on. Sometimes we are going on the philosophical points. But for me, the spirit of cooperation and Vaishnava etiquette begins with how we express ourselves in our written work on the internet. I can give an example, and it's also kind of request to the Vardhanath Prabhu to maybe to point it to ISKCON authority.